been a little while. I feel like every time I do an episode, that's exactly what I say, but it has been a little while. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, kind of impromptu decided to pack up our stuff in London and buy a camper, and we are currently travelling around Europe. Yes, during COVID crisis, we decided it was a good idea. We're not being irresponsible, it's actually, we're safer than we were in London. And I thought I'd do a quick check-in and show you, I think this episode is mostly going to be a bit of Stashquisitions. You guys, I'm rusty. I'm really rusty and I feel really awkward, but here we go. So I'm currently sitting on a bed in my boyfriend's parents' house. I think this was his old room. So it's actually the only place with half decent lighting in here. I'm up in the attic. Right, where do I start? So first things first, what am I wearing? This is Floss. This is one of my new patterns. So in a little under 2 weeks, I'm going to be releasing something very new for me. So it will be a group of patterns. Well, there will be two options. It's going to be a group of patterns. They'll be sold individually. So this is Floss. Actually, Floss will have instructions to be full length rather than cropped. So it will finish down here, which is what I wish I'd made originally. But it works with these high-waisted shorts. So yeah, Floss will be longer, but then it'll be this neckline, etc, etc. Then I have two, did I bring them? I didn't bring them upstairs. But I'll pop in some, oh no, I can't even pop in some pictures. I don't even have my editing software. Anyway, if you hear any noise, they have a lot of animals. It's like being in a zoo. I love it, but it's kind of noisy. So it's probably the dogs or the cats that you can hear. Anyway, there'll be two other ones, Violet, which is a bralette with a picot edging and a sweetheart neckline, or there will be also Carmela, which has a sort of square neck with a mini V in the middle and I-cord edging all around and little bow strap shoulders. So those will be like normal patterns. There'll be one per design. And then I've also got a pick and mix, like the sweets. Pick and mix style, which means that you can switch any of the necklines, any of the lengths, any of the hems, including the bottom hem and the back hem, and any of the straps. So you can choose whichever of the that you like, and there'll be a full set of instructions for all of them, and it will teach you exactly how you can combine them together to get your perfect tank. So that's exciting, and it's also been a massive headache. It's really, I thought it would be easy to design whilst we're out and about, but trying to get internet, power, even just the headspace to sit down and concentrate has been really difficult, but my testers have been amazing and we're very, very, very nearly there. So watch out for that, 6th of November. But the main thing I want to talk to you about is A, where we've been. I actually have a very easy way of showing you. And B, some things that I've picked up along the way, some places I think you should visit that are yarn related. Please excuse the look. I woke up today with spots everywhere. I'm just recutting my fringe. Oh, I don't even want to know about my terrible hair experience. Some of my hair's all broken off down the middle, and I've got like a Mohican of hair about this short. I thought I was going to lose all of my hair, and I had an absolute meltdown, so that was fun. Anyway, I have been I originally joined in with the Moving Forward cowl with Bayron. I think it's Bayron handmade. This is what I've got so far. Oh, it looks nice on camera. This is what I've got so far. So I decided to do a travel edition, which meant every time I went to a country, I wanted to pick up a mini skein of indie dyed yarn and do a section. I haven't been keeping, the pattern is made up of, I think 6 repeats, and then it repeats again. And I haven't been keeping like the colour per section. I've just been using the colour until it runs out. But you may be surprised to find out that A, mini skeins are really hard to come by, so I've had to buy big skeins, and then I don't really know what to do with them anymore. They'll probably go into my northeasterly blanket, which is with me, but I haven't really been working on it. and B, some of the countries, and you'll see in the later ones, didn't really have indie dyed yarn in any of their yarn stores, and I've been to a lot of yarn stores. Anyway, so we left the UK and we arrived in the Netherlands. So these two colours here I picked up in the Netherlands. That was from, I won't remember all of them, I'm going to be putting them up on Ravelry as to what they are and where they came from, but those ones are from Stephen and Penelope, and I think it was Undercover Otter are the two that I picked up in Stephen and Penelope in Amsterdam. Then the next two are from Germany, because we came to his parents' house right here as a stopover on the way to say hello. One I think I got in Dresden and the other one I got in Berlin. Frieda Fuchs, I think it's Frieda Fuchs is this one, but anyway, I'll put it up on my Ravelry. Then the purple is Denmark. This beautiful colour, this is one of my favourites, it's glittery too, is from Sweden. The blue is from Norway. The yellow is from Finland. The red and pink, it's the sort of red that goes into pink. It's kind of hard to see properly, but it is sort of fades into pink. It's all one skein, and that is from Estonia. And then the purple that I've just started was from Latvia. The purple is from Latvia. And then I've got as you may be able to see from the purple on, I've found it impossible to get indie dyed yarn. Up until here it was all indie dyed. Then this from Norway is not indie dyed. From Finland it was indie dyed. I guess the Estonian one is, it was dyed in Estonia, but then this is Latvian wool, but it's not indie dyed. This is Lithuanian wool, but it's not indie dyed. And then I haven't got it with me right now, it's already in the car, but I got some yarn in Poland that also was not indie dyed. But I have another colour from Germany that we added next that is. I mean, I was a little bit disappointed, because I wanted to support some independent designers and to find some new indie dyers that I really liked. And also look how nice all the indie dyed yarn is. And I feel like it's going a little bit into solid blocks. But I'm hoping that will change again, and depending on where we end up in the countries that we go to, it should be mixed up. I still love it, and I think it's going to be so beautiful when it's done. It's really loud. I know it's really loud, but I love it. I'm not imagining like an all black outfit. I've got a couple of black coats, and it'll just be like, it's going to be so nice. From the finished versions that I've seen, this is probably going to be as long as me, if not longer. I've got a lot more to go. So we've covered off how many? 10 countries or so far, and we're doing at least another 10. So that's the route that we took. Again, if I could put in a picture, I would show you, but I'll do a proper episode once in the new year and we know what we're doing and we have some kind of permanent home. But for now, that's a little stop on where we're going. In less than an hour we're leaving again and we are off to the Czech Republic. I'm going to be going to the Czech Republic, and then we're going back into Poland because I really wanted to go to Krakow and we didn't have time before because we had to get back here to sort our car out, and then we'll be going to Romania, including Transylvania. I think we might try and get Croatia in, maybe Bulgaria, maybe Serbia, those a few countries in that area, Slovenia. We really wanted to do Hungary, but the borders are closed, so I don't think that's going to happen. And then we will be off to Italy. We're going to do all of Italy, south of France, and then depending on what time of year it is and how long it's taken us to do that, maybe we'll add in Spain and Portugal. If not, we'll circle back through northern France into Germany for Christmas. Then we are going to be in Austria for New Year. We're going to go skiing, providing that's still going ahead. We're obviously waiting to find out, see what happens with Corona. And then we have no idea what we're doing in January. That's really scary. We have absolutely no idea what we're doing in January. We might try and work for a bit somewhere in Europe, but obviously with Brexit and my British passport, that's not ideal. My dad is getting his Irish passport, so once he's got his, I might try and get mine, and then I'll actually be able to work here. But you stupid people that voted for Brexit. Sorry, but it's true. Okay, I said this is going to be a quick one, and I've already been talking for a really long time. So I'm going to show you what I got. There's a few things I really wanted to show you. The highlight of my trip in terms of yarn was when we were in Norway. So we were driving through Norway and I went into this yarn shop looking for indie dyed Norwegian yarn, which I've since spoken to an indie dyer in Norway, and she explained to me that most yarn stores do not stock indie dyed yarn, it's only available online. And obviously we have no address, so I couldn't order any. But anyway, an indie dyer, a shop that I went into said, oh, if you're coming to Norway and you're heading north, you must be going to Lofoten. Okay, I'm sure that's not how you say it, but you know what I mean. L-O-F-O-T-E-N. It's like, Lofoten? What's Lofoten? It's like, you must go to Lofoten. It's beautiful. Essentially, there are these little islands that are joined to the land, but there's all these little islands together on the west coast of Norway, and it's just said it's the most beautiful place in Norway. So I left the shop, spoke to Ellie and said, apparently we need to go to Lofoten, you have to get a ferry. So he had a look online and there was a ferry leaving in under an hour, 10 minutes from where we were. We ran to the car, we hurried to the ferry, and we managed to get on. Excuse me. So our plans changed all of a sudden. We got on the ferry and oh my goodness, it was beautiful. Then my dear friend and one of my Instagram followers, or a lady I also follow on Instagram who is Norwegian, said if you're in Lofoten, you must go to the Lofoten wool farm. And in the Lofoten wool farm, I picked up this. The lady was amazing. Her English was fantastic. She told me about the whole process. Oh, I've got other yarn stuck to it. She has all her own sheep, and they take the fleece and she gets them processed in a mill, which is quite far away. She's explaining how it's sort of a year-long process until they get their hands on the yarn again. All of their yarn is actually dated with the year. So this one's from 2018 and this one's from 2017. And she said every year the dark yarn is a slightly different colour because of the sheep. I could go on for ages about the things we talked about. Her studio was beautiful. If you check out on Lofoten Wool, she has an Instagram and you can see it. So there's on one of the IGTV episodes, there's a tour of her studio, and I really want to go there. She said that I could work there, and I was like, I definitely want to be able to do that. But I'm going to be making some Norwegian mittens, and I'll have some left over. Maybe I'll make a headband or something. It smells really sheepy and it's really lovely. She also has a website, so if you were interested, I haven't used it yet, but she showed me a couple of swatches about after it had been washed, and it already isn't, I don't find it very rough. What kind of sheep? Now the labels are in Norwegian and I can't say that I understand them. However, beautiful yarn, and they get really soft once it's washed. So I'm going to be making some beautiful mittens out of this. Also, whilst in Norway, I decided that the girl that very rarely does colour work, not only is going to do some colour work mittens, but is going to make a Norwegian jumper. So a designer that I've been following for a really long time, and I love all of her stuff, is Skeindir Knits. She is a Norwegian designer living in London, and I love her podcast. You should definitely check that out. But she designed this, oh no, I don't know the name. She designed this jumper and it's unbelievably beautiful, and I'd had to choose the exact same colours as she chose because I love it so much. And I bought Roma, I think, because I thought it was Rauma, but the Norwegians say something like Ruma. English accents slaughter everything. I have no idea how to pronounce it. But anyway, the body is going to be in this navy, Then there's the background of the colour work is this ice blue, and then there's a little bit of details in this really bright blue. So it's predominantly going to be the navy, but it's these colours together. And I'm just obsessed with that blue. So nice. So I'm going to be making a jumper in this. I'm actually going to be leaving this here. I'm not super proficient at colour work. I haven't done that much of it, so I want to leave it until I like have some time to concentrate. It's not really car driving for me. Car knitting for me, not driving. I'm not driving, I'm just knitting the whole time. So yeah, this is going to be really beautiful. This will probably happen in January or so. What else do I want to show you? So that's Norway, and then in Latvia, I turned 27. Yeah, I had my birthday. I actually started the morning in Latvia, and then we had a very, very nice spa hotel booked in Lithuania. So in the morning, ooh, itchy toes. I found out on this that apparently I have a mild allergy to cats, which is really sad because I want like 10 cats. And I think I'll have them anyway because it's only a mild allergy, but my nose gets really itchy in my eyes. Anyway, I was in Latvia. My parents sent me some money to buy myself my own birthday present, because obviously I'm not home, and we don't even know when I will be going back to the UK again. I have no idea at the moment. So obviously I bought yarn. First, I bought the most beautiful colour. How nice is this? Oh, it's just delightful. It's got dusky pink and teal and baby blue and green and mauvey colours. Anyway, I bought a jumper's quantity. What I'm planning on making is the other raglan by, give me a second, Ivy and Autumn. So I've made the Quentin raglan for both Uli and for my dad, and I love it. And then I saw Maven Crafted had made an orange one, and I really want an orange version for herself. The other raglan, which is the female version of the same jumper, I think. And it looks so beautiful, and it fit her so nice. So I want to make one in these colours. I've got bits of dirt in it and everything. It's been, yeah, I haven't been able to look after stuff. Can you see how much, like, I have bags and bags and bags of yarn. I don't even know how we fit this all in the car, but I'm being made to leave some here. So this also isn't coming with us, because winding this much yarn, like some of this is like 200 grams. They're all slightly different, but they're all around 200 grams, so that I have enough yarn for the jumper. And it's just winding it is going to be a pain in the ass. Even winding stuff on my knees in the front of the car like this. I miss my you know, the thing that winds the yarn for you. Okay, you know what I mean, you're knitters. Apparently I don't know anymore because I don't have one anymore. Swift. Anyway, that's my jumpers quantity. And then I also picked up this, which is, weirdly enough, more colour work. So this is a kit called Knit Like a Latvian, and you can get these kits online. Also, can I add that in Estonia and Latvia, the yarn was unbelievably reasonable for really good quality, like 100% wool yarn. And I think you can get it online, but this shop definitely has an online shop. What were they called? They were called Hobby Wool. Hobby Wool, www.hobbywool.com. And I don't know whether they sell all this on there, but I know they definitely do the kits. So this kit includes the pattern in English. It's all in English. And then all the yarn you need to make it. Just look at that neon pink, how could I say no? I like that it's a modern take, but isn't a traditional Latvian design, and there's a little bit of information about the history of them. So I'll be making these. I think that's coming in the car with me because a small bit of colour work would be fine. Yeah, knit like a Latvian, that's what it is. Oh, I think that's backwards for you. Sorry. And then she threw in this little card for me because I liked it so much. Look at that kitty. It says, punctuality is the politeness of kings. I just like that. So that's pretty much it. I mean, a lot of these, not a lot of these colours, but some of these colours I have a full skein. These were, oh, that's backwards. These were minis. That was a full skein, so I've got loads of that left. That was a mini. That was a full skein, so I've got loads of that left. Same as that. Same as that. That was like 50 grams. This was like 200 grams. The Estonian wool was something like 200 grams of 100% wool for like less than 10 euro. Now can you see how good I was? I didn't go mad. Ollie's like, you bought so much yarn. I was like, I really didn't. I really didn't. I've got, like, I had to exercise so much self-control. A, because of we don't really have room in the van or the car for all this yarn. But B, I can't be spending our whole budget for this trip on yarn. But I really want to. Anyway, I think that's everything I wanted to show. I just want to do a quick check-in. It's not going to have my usual lovely editing and sound effects and pictures, but there you go. I hope you are all taking care of yourself. I hope no one's been affected too badly by it. I mean, everything that's going on is horrible, and I kind of feel bad saying, oh, I'm doing all of these things when I know a lot of people are really unable to do anything like this right now. Hopefully you like seeing some photos and seeing parts of Europe. Yeah, follow along on my Instagram. I hope you're all taking care of yourself, and I'll try and check in again soon, maybe near Christmas. But otherwise, yeah, you can keep up to date with my Instagram and stay tuned for my latest pattern, the Pick and Mix collection, 6th of November.